Hey everyone, Dana here. Thank you so much for all the amazing comments and feedback on the Being a Woman video series so far. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your experiences with these things down in the comments. You are so amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There are still lots of videos to come in the Being a Woman series on so many important topics. So actually, the biggest Christmas gift that you could give me this holiday season, if you'd like to, would be to share these videos with your friends and online. If you think this topic is important to talk about, please think about sharing the videos and helping to get the conversation going. Thank you so much for your help getting the word out about these videos. As a part of this series, I talked to people about what we can do in our everyday lives to support women. And here's what some of them had to say.
Vote for people who want equality, support people who are fighting for equality.
You know, I heard once, nobody's free unless all of us are free. And so if you're a woman, you definitely have to stand up for other women. But this is where intersectional feminism comes in. If you're a white woman, you need to turn around and look back and help the women of color. You need to turn and help the queer women and also trans women. Trans women are women. And I think that it's important for women to support other women because it's hard and there's a lot of stuff against us. You may have a little bit more privilege than the person next to you, and I think it's important to be aware of that and mindful of that.
I think the biggest or the first step that a man can and should implement is to talk to women quite honestly and ask them, go to a woman that they're close to and ask that woman, what is your experience with sexism? It would be great for guys to get more active, to not just think that women are equal and should deserve equal rights, but also act for it. A great way for men to support gender equality is to speak up about this topic with other men. I've learned from experience, as well as also some studies show that some men are more likely to listen to other men talking about sexism than to women, unfortunately. But so that means that men have to become ambassadors for this idea with other guys. And once you hear from your guy friend, your bro, if you will, hey, this is important, you should not make sexist jokes. For a lot of guys, this can be an aha moment. This can be a moment that changes.
It's also that when I'm invited on a podium, I usually try to say, hey, aren't you interested in inviting and telling there are loads of experts who are people of color or who are female or who are, just to try to make it more diverse.
First thing women can be is to just be there for other women and don't see them as a competitor in your day-to-day basis, but see them as like one group, and we all have to stand up for each other instead of fighting or something.
One big thing is really to stop gossiping about other women. I know a lot of women do it. I would never pretend that I don't feel the inclination to do it sometimes, but it's giving the impression that it's okay to talk shit about other women. I mean, this whole concept of sisterhood is also very complicated, but the idea for me is really to support other women, to maybe even promote stuff they do. So that's something I think I should be doing more. To tell other people about the great things my female friends are doing, for example. So a lot of them are doing really great things. And why not talk about it more and say, look, she's done something really good.
All the women who I interviewed for the Being a Woman video series are doing some awesome things. They are YouTubers, they are podcasters, they are artists, they're authors, they're activists, journalists, and more. I have linked to them in the description down below of every video in this series, so please go check them out, follow them on social media, support the projects that they're doing, send some digital love their way. And seeing as how Christmas is just around the corner, I thought you might be looking for some last-minute Christmas gifts, so here are some awesome gift ideas that the people who I interviewed for this series are a part of or have created. With these gifts, you're not only supporting the people that I interviewed, but I think you will also make the people happy who you give these gifts to. Yulia Korbik is the author of several books, including these two that I have here.
This is upside down.
Whoops. Thank you. These two that I have here, Stand Up, Feminismus für alle, and this one, How to Be a Girl, Stark, Frei und ganz du selbst. This one is more for a younger audience, and this one is more for like an adult audience. This one I got for the daughter of a friend of ours for Christmas. I really wish that I had had this book when I was 15. Lisa Sophie Loren is not only a YouTuber and a podcaster, but she is also an author, and her latest book is called Halt die Klappe, Kopf, ein Self-Care-Buch für Tage, an denen Schokokuchen, I always want to say Schokoladenkuchen, an denen Schokokuchen nicht reicht. The second chapter of the book is on burnout. And seeing as I have not really taken like a real vacation where I didn't film and I didn't do any work on my YouTube channel since I think like the spring of 2016, I'd say that's speaking to me. Ella the Bee is also an author, and she has some awesome books for young adults that are in school and or they have just finished school and might be getting ready to go to college, including the book titled Nicht perfekt ist auch okay, Kaffeeklatsch mit Ella the Bee. And I was thinking when I was putting these books together, what is Kaffeeklatsch in English? I don't know. Please let me know down in the comments what could be an English translation for Kaffeeklatsch. Thank you. It is an honor to have Dr. Mitu Sanyal in the Being a Woman video series as well. She is a cultural scientist, a journalist, and an author of several books. And one of her latest books is called Vergewaltigung. This book delves deeper into how we in our society talk about rape and what kind of implications that has on us in culture and in our society. Just a heads up, it does note in the online description of this book that this book is recommended for readers 16 years old and up. And of course, there's also my book, a book about the German language. It's a humorous look at the German language from the viewpoint of a non-native speaker, from my viewpoint. You go me on the cookie. Oh, and just to note, this book and all of the other books that I have mentioned in this video are in German. They're in German. Now, if you need some music for that Christmas dinner, Sarah Jane has you covered with her new album titled Sarah Jane Scott. It has some awesome songs on there. And a tip, if you're a Danglish lover like me, then you absolutely need to check this album out. Speaking of languages, if you yourself or someone you know is learning German, then you or they need to check out the Seedling app that Kari and the team over at Easy German have created. It is an awesome app for learning German that I myself have used as well. So you can give someone the gift of learning a new language this Christmas. How amazing is that? And I also had the honor of interviewing my friend Nichelle, who is another American living here in Munich, and in her free time, she plays the awesome game of roller derby. Do you know roller derby? If you want to see the most amazing sport that I have ever watched, then you should definitely go check out a roller derby team near you. There is a German roller derby league, and a lot of the bigger cities around Germany have their own team. I will leave a link to the roller derby league down in the description box below, info down there. I just think it's such a cool sport, and you can support female athletes that way. If you're located in Munich and are interested in dancing and have any kind of rhythm, not like me, I have no rhythm, but I also like watching dancing. Anyway, you should definitely check out my friend Sneha, who is an Indian classical dancer and choreographer. Stefan and I are super proud to say that we have been to all her shows in Munich so far, which are breathtaking. She also runs a school here in Munich teaching Indian classical dance for kids and teenagers. And if you're searching for a gift of clothing or jewelry this year for Christmas, then you should definitely check out the shops of Marie Johnson and Kati from Domino Kati, as well as Ella the Bee and Lena from Lena Turns Green. I can tell you that so much love and passion has gone into creating these one-of-a-kind, unique items. They're awesome. Check them out. Check everything out that I talked about in this video if you're interested in it. So my question for you is, have you already read any of these books? Did you already know about these things that I mentioned in this video? And what gifts would you suggest people get this holiday season to support women? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching the Being a Woman series so far. The next video will be coming out on Sunday, so a week from today, and I can already tell you it will be a big video, a big topic, I would say maybe quite emotional. I definitely teared up while filming my part of the video, so yeah, be sure not to miss that. And I think that's it. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen.